Hello, and welcome back to the Insight and Manage training series. This time we're talking two specific advanced scenarios that occur often enough to warrant their own training video. First up is the getExtraParams function. This is a special function that can be set up to provide extra information for the sake of conditioning. It must be defined in a synchronous custom JavaScript tag, and only one may exist on a page. What this function does is add extra parameters to the URL that's being delivered to the server component in order to fetch your asynchronous page tags. Your current page URL might look like modcloth.com/checkout, and getExtraParams can add a query param to that to make it modcloth.com/checkout with the added query param GEP-page equals payment info. In this way, the conditions for serving tags can use that parameter as extra decisioning logic. Several more examples can be seen here, such as grabbing data from the page or from the data layer. It's important to note that due to the requirement of getExtraParams being synchronous, the data you wish to add must be available before the Bootstrap would load to the page, or it won't be ready in time. By using this function, you can give yourself more URL to condition off of, and be more granular about how you serve tags to the page. Next up, we have a special app that's built for Ajax or single-page style websites. The Single-Page Application Framework app is designed to assist with those sites that don't perform normal URL navigation. These sites will instead repaint, rehydrate, or repopulate the visible site content as the user interacts, but never actually unload the page and load a new one. This can be a problem for most tag managers because we decide which tags to send to the page when it is loading based on the URL, and which tags to execute based on what's present at the time of load. If it never loads again, we won't bring new tags or know to execute other tags because the page has not changed. When the SPA app is configured on your page, it modifies the way we load tags in order to better follow page transitions and load or unload the right tags at the right time. Configuring this app requires that you know what you intend to listen for as an indicator that the page has changed, and allows for getExtraParams-like functionality if you need that as well. The primary decision here is what dictates a page change. You're either defining a function to be continually checked for different returned values, or selecting an existing incitant event to listen on. One method isn't better than the other, though an events setup might be more user-friendly if you're not confident with JavaScript, and the event has already been created for you. In further options, you can select a variety of helper checkboxes, as well as declaring a certain tag should not be reloaded. This can be important if you have your base libraries separated from your page or event code, as it reduces the amount of reloads necessary for the page, and still produces the same output. Once this is live in your Bootstrap, your other tags can be conditioned normally as if the site were loading and unloading pages with standard URL navigation. That's all for this video. We're closing in on the end of our series now. Soon we'll be saying goodbye unless you come back to refresh your knowledge. Next up, we're talking debug and QA methods for your tagging implementation.